Hello and welcome back. So I have executed the commands and so it is finished. And so once you finish it, you get finally like this success and first application got created. You get this confirmation and you also get some few commands like npm start, run, test, exec, and all these commands will come. Okay, so npm start is actually to start the development server of your React application. Okay, like build, test, and all will be there. We'll see them later. So what he's suggesting is you need to go inside the folder because first app is our application name, so it is created the first app folder. Okay, so he's saying that you go inside the first app folder and run the command call npm start and see the magic. Okay, so when you see that, see, I go to the folder, there is a first app folder created because we given a command, right? Npx create react app first app. See, the command which we have given is first app. So this is our application name. So that's why um, first app created. In that, see, a lot of files has come. Public folder, src folder, node modules. Node modules means the list of JavaScript libraries will come here, and other files are there. It's very lightweight when compared to Angular. Okay, so node React.js is very lightweight when compared to Angular. Okay, so fine. So this type of folder structure gets created. First, let's see how this application looks like, and then we'll understand what are all the folders and what are all the files, and then we'll see the control flow. So what I do is, so as this command, I say cd space first app. I go inside a first app, and how to run the application is npm start. Remember this command, npm start. So npm start is a command to start your application actually. So you enter. So first time you are starting your React.js, it will take few more minutes. Later onwards, it doesn't take much time. Okay. So now it is what? Yes, you got some logs and still starting your development server. Yeah, after few minutes, you get like this compiled successfully and it runs on 3000 port number. So same like our Angular runs on 4200 port number and React runs on a 3000 port number. Okay, and or your IP address and port number, either localhost port number or your IP address port number. Okay, see, this is the application. Okay, so it runs, it opens the browser automatically and it enters the URL also and it runs your application as well. So this is the very basic React.js project has been created by the React people itself. Okay, so from here as a developer we have to start. Okay, so we don't need to develop everything by ourselves. They have given a skeleton. Okay, the required folders, the JavaScript libraries, everything they have given. Okay, up to this level they given. You wish you can remove the background color and all these things, then you can start developing from scratch only. Okay, so now we are successfully created the React.js project and we have started the application as well, and we can see the look and feel how the React.js project is created. And the next step, we need to understand what is the control flow, what are all the files, because before you start develop anything you should know how existing things are working. Correct. So we need to understand what existing things are there and how it is working. So if we know how existing things are working, so on top of that we can develop our own. Got it? Okay, so let's see what is the folder structure got created and where can you see the folder structure. First of all, if I where is this? Yeah, if I can see here, I can't really understand what is the folder structure much. Okay, and each and every file you right click and open. Instead, you need to open this folder in a WebStorm or any editor. You use VS Code, I mean Visual Studio Code, Atom, Bracket, Sublime, whatever your choice. Okay, I mostly use WebStorm. So I just need to open this in the editor. So how you open this in the editor? Simple. You go inside the first tab folder. You can see all these files. So you can copy the path. Go to WebStorm. This was my Angular code. So I'll say file open paste. So as soon as you paste, it detects the folder structure. I think it's not. Let me select manually. React.js YouTube first tab. Okay, and the same window. So once I select, yeah, it is loading them, indexing them, and all the files comes over here. And it's easy for you to check all the files and even write your own source code as well. Okay, and it opens automatically readme file. Readme means regarding how to start the server and how to test your application, how to build your application for production deployment and all this. We'll see these things later. Okay, yeah, first app. Okay, so it's very less amount of file structure if you know all the Angular. Okay, uh, the important files, all the important only. There is a node modules folder. Node modules means all your JavaScript library, because React.js is one library. I mean the front end library that internally using some low level JavaScript libraries. So those libraries will be in the node modules folder. Okay, and you don't need to bother what are all the libraries available inside. It's a huge folder structure, and you don't need to bother what are all there, because this is automatically generated by the React project. Okay, you don't need to bother about it. And what all you would need to bother is all the remaining files except node modules. Okay, so in this two important files, I mean the folders, public folder, src folder. So public folder contains one main file called index.html. You know what, I think here, see, when I enter this particular URL, I got this particular UI, correct? So this particular UI is coming from the public folder index.html. Whenever when you open a any front end page or home page of any website, so that website specific home page is index.html. So this is the index.html. So this data content from coming from index.html. Okay, and if you know a little bit of HTML and CSS, in the HTML file, from where this content come from? Body tag, right? HTML will have a header tag and body tag. So this data coming from a body tag. So when you open a HTML, okay, so it's a huge link tags, meta tags, lot of things are there, but now focus on a body tag, because this content come from obviously body tag of your HTML. So in that body tag, there is some comment. I'll remove the comment. Now check. No script tag. No script means if your browser is not using JavaScript enable, so this error will come because it's a JavaScript based application. So you must enable JavaScript to run any JavaScript based applications on browser. Okay. And what about this? See, there is one small division with ID root and nothing is there. Here is the trick. See, nothing is written. See, here image is there, some text is there, some link is there, background color is there, some animation is rotating, everything is there. But in HTML body tag, nothing is there. That's a magic. I'll come back to this point later. Okay, yeah. So public folder and then src folder. Src folder means your source code. So any application, any components you develop, that will be in src folder generally, which contains a lot of files. We'll see the file structure a bit later. And then few other files. One is git ignore. It is GitHub specific. Package.json. This is your applications configuration file. It's like your commands will be there, no? Like npm start, npm run, build, and what packages involved in the project. Like every configuration information about a project is package.json. And package log.json also there. This file you don't need to bother. This is auto generate file. This is the dependent libraries dependence. Okay, that is here. and readme file, just instruction how to start the application and all. Very small folder structure for React. Okay, so now you understand the folder structure, but only thing what you have to understand is what are all these files and how the control flow. And the mysterious question is, in this empty division is there, but still how does this content is coming from and where was the link for that? We'll see that. To understand that, you need to know what is component based development, because React.js is actually using a component based development. So what is component based development, you should know. If you understand component based development, then you understand what is actually happening here. Okay, so let's see in the next video what is component based development. Thank you.